story time, bitches. I don't even know how I'm gonna tell this story where y'all gonna follow it, but here we go. All right, so I worked at the Dollar Tree. It's high as fuck on meth, and of course I was on them Xanaxes. I've been up for days. At this point in time, and through my whole meth addiction, and still now, I think that half our town is in a fucking occult, and they all worship the devil, hoe. Not all the way fucking crazy. I got good fucking reason that I think this, and the meth just made it way worse. So I was wigging out about that. When this dude come in there, fuck up to me and was like, "Yo, my name Chris. I know you don't know who I am, but I'm friends with your friend Damien and them. I need you to get me some Sudafed. Do you think that you could go with me after work and get me some Sudafed? If you don't know, we need Sudafed to cook our methamphetamines up." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I'll go get you some Sudafed." So then I got off work. He came and picked me up. He had his daughter with him. The girl was probably about 8 or 9 years old. She was kind of tall. She was pretty. She seemed smarter than most kids. He had her in there and they was stealing stuff, y'all. He was in there stealing stuff with his daughter, which I know I told y'all that one story, but that was motherfucking sober doing this shit. Okay, and I was paying him attention to their sinful actions. So his wife worked at the store right beside the Dollar Tree, like the store that's connected to Walmart Murphy's. So I got in the car. He went in there to see his wife. He came back out and we go in. He was like, "I gotta tell you something, talk to you about something, see what you think." For some reason, I'm not sure why, maybe because they knew my name. I don't know the way they was acting, but I was already thinking they was in the occult or one of those devil worshippers. Like, so my wife be doing weird shit. He said, "I thought she was cheating on me because she's always in there masturbating." He was like, but I could hear her in there like saying, oh yes, like give it to me now, and like she was really fucking somebody. He was like, so I went in there and I kicked the door in and I looked and it was like she was imagining there was somebody in there. He was like, it was a real person she was fucking, but nobody was in there with her. He was like, "What do you think it is?" He's like, "This shit happens all the time." I started thinking, I be watching these YouTube channels and I didn't see where people be having sex with demons and stuff like that, like succubus and this and that. So I'm like, bro, I think that your wife might got like a succubus spirit or something, or she's in there like having sex with a demon. Did you ever think of that? He was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a demon in our house." And he goes to the little girl and he was like, "She knows all about the demon, but she won't talk about it." And she was like, "Yeah, I know all about the demon, but I'm not gonna talk about it." On the ride, we kept going to these little stores and he kept going in there and his daughter was like super thief. Okay, she's like 9 years old. She was stealing everything. And she kept saying, "I just want you to know that I really love you. You might not know this and you don't know me, but I know you and I really love you." She kept saying that. So then the little girl looked at me and said this, and I really didn't think nothing about it. I was like, this is just shit little kids be saying because she's a little kid. So the little girl was like, "I want you to know that I've been knowing you for years. I've had dreams about you for years. I know exactly who you are." She said, "But I can't tell you the dreams that I have because they might come true and you don't want that." I was like, okay, this is kind of weird, but whatever. So then we went to Waffle House and we ate, and I was kind of connected with the little girl because she seemed so smart, and I could tell that her life was all the way fucked up because her parents was crazy and fuck. When we went to their house, y'all, they kept giving me all kinds of stuff, right? So I didn't know what stuff I had brought there or what stuff was theirs they had gave to me because they kept giving me all kinds of stuff. You know how people would give you stuff and they have fucking spirits on it. So I left with them and my big old bag of stuff, and we went to these apartments in Seneca, and the daddy was like, "I'll be right back. I gotta go in there and talk to my nephew." I mean, mind you, the whole car right there, we kept bringing up the demon, and the little girl was like, "I know all about the demon, but I'm not gonna talk about the demon because I'm not allowed to." And I'm like, okay. So then when the daddy go in the house, the little girl was like, "I'm ready to talk about the demon now." She get out the back seat and come into the front seat, and the little girl gives me a hug, and she was like, "I want you to know that you're my best friend." And then she looks at me dead in my face, and I'll never forget this. She said, "But I want you to know that the demon is a spirit, and a spirit is a curse, and her name is Connie." Well, I'm like, oh shit. So I look at her and I say, well, who is Connie attached to? Your mom? Say, "No, Connie is attached to the land. She can't move. She can only spread." She said, "Connie used to talk to me in my head, not like you talk to me, but in a different way. When Connie's done talking to me, she said, I get dizzy." She said, "Connie used to be my friend, but then she started being mean to me after I walked through her." She said, "And today I'm sending a piece of Connie home with you and your family." I said, "In the name of Jesus, you will not send Connie home with me, baby girl." Dead as fuck, y'all. There is no way that girl made that up. That's what it was in that fucking her mama. There is a spirit. She is a curse, and her name is Connie. It said you gotta call them by their names to cast them out. Connie gotta be cast out. It said you will either walk in one or two spirits, the spirit of evil or the spirit of righteousness. And when she walked through that spirit of evil, that's when Connie started getting her, because she said, "When I walked through her." Anyways, I did ride back home with them. I got back to my friend's house and I told them the story, and I freaked out because I had all that shit, y'all. I gave all that shit away. I should have earned it. Let's don't tell me what spirits they tried to send home on me. You cannot tell me these people wasn't